Hello. I wrote my final paper on why Romeo and Juliet is Shakespeare's most well-known work and how it has remained relevant ever since it was written. Romeo and Juliet has created many opportunities for actors and actresses to jumpstart their careers. Those who were successful in playing Romeo and Juliet were very successful afterwards in plays or movies. The reason why Romeo and Juliet was so successful and memorable is because of its extremely relatable topic of love, Shakespeare's methodic change of language, and the unforgettable ending that changes comedy into tragedy. I started to talk about how love is a theme everyone can understand. Love is a necessity for life. Everyone has someone or something that they love, and that is what gives them reason or passion to live. Uh, it is a popular opinion that Romeo was in desperate love of Juliet, but a source that I found during my research believed that Romeo was actually in the idea of love itself, not Juliet. Uh, Many people are told that their first love isn't always going to be their one true love. There's often just emotions of being young and being unexperienced, which Shakespeare reminds us multiple times of Romeo and Juliet's young age. The story explains how love, which is the basis for families, can actually wind up being very lethal and tragic. Throughout the play, Shakespeare uses both prose and verse. He especially uses iambic pentameter during dramatic scenes. As you might say, the most calculated part of this play was the scene of Romeo and Juliet's first kiss. Uh, he was able to create dialogue between the two completely in Shakespearean sonnet, which on its own is very difficult to write. As a refresher, a Shakespearean sonnet has four stanzas, which includes three quatrains of A B A B, C D C D, E F E F rhyme, ending with a couplet of G G, and all of that is in iambic pentameter. Along with his changing styles of language, he uses juxtaposition on multiple levels on the play to exaggerate the extreme feelings that are present throughout the play. The best quote I found for this was from Juliet after Romeo killed her cousin. She is feeling hatred for him, but then again loves him. And this is found in Act 3, Scene 2. She says, "Beautiful tyrant, fine angelical, a damned saint, an honorable villain." The ending to the play completely changes the plot. And a majority of this changing plot is at fault of the friar. He is supposed to be the example for everyone. He is a monk, so he is supposed to do good in everyone's eyes. A few of the sources I found believe that the friar was at fault due to some selfish motives. He wanted to be credited with easing the tensions between the Montague and the Capulet families. Excuse me, and also wanted to keep Juliet from killing herself, as she did not want to marry Paris, as her father had arranged. The friar plans to fake Juliet's death, and when she wakes up, marry her to Romeo so they can run away and be happy. But the word never gets to Romeo, who, upon hearing the news of Juliet's death, kills himself because he will never find true love as he did with Juliet. Then Juliet wakes up from her death and sees him laying there dead, but doesn't think twice and immediately kills herself. The friar did successfully ease tension between the families, but both of the families have lost a child in his doing. Being the most influential play may seem like a tragic story of two lovers, but Shakespeare meant it to be much deeper than just a story. He created a love that everyone wants to find, but is that love unrealistic?